All right, so we're doing multi-step functions and their inverses. This is the third level, so there's that extra step going on here. And the process looks exactly the same. In this case, we just have that extra little add or subtract. I bet that'll be kind of floating around on most of them. They're trying to make this process pretty straightforward, just getting you used to it. All right, so step one, rewrite the problem. All right. Then we make sure we have the letter Y to deal with. Everything is exactly the same, just changing it to Y. Then we switch the letters. Everything besides those letters are exactly the same, so I'm just recopying everything exactly how I see it. All right, now we solve for Y. Okay, so what do you do first? We need to take care of the outermost shell first, so that's a -9 to get rid of it. Here's my other advice. PEMDAS is the order of operation, PEMDAS. When you're doing reverse order of operations, getting a letter by itself, you go in the reverse direction. So that's why the addition and subtraction is first, if it's kind of floating around. Of course, you can't get at this addition right here. That's more of exponent or parenthesis part. All right, so we're going to add 9 to both sides. X plus 9 equals Y plus 6 divided by 5, quantity cubed. Okay, and then I like rewriting it when I undo an exponent. All right, so next, going in this way, we'd kind of look at what's outermost if it's kind of jumps at us. So the outermost is this exponent. I can't get to the add subtract because it's trapped by this grouping symbol with that exponent. So I get rid of the exponent. What's the opposite of cube? Cube root. Do that to both sides. Remember, it's the whole side that gets the cube root. Oftentimes, you might be inclined just to do one of them. The whole side has to be affected by it. Okay, so now we have cube root x plus 9. Make sure that 9's under the radical sign. Equals cube root and cube undo themselves. So we're left with the y plus 6 over 5. Okay, so in this case, you might be tempted to do the addition and subtraction, but notice this plus 6 is trapped by that divide by 5. So you can't just go and subtract 6 because of that. You would need a common denominator and all that stuff. So we get rid of that divide by 5 first. So the opposite of divide by 5, I'll switch colors on this one, is to multiply by 5. That's sorry, that looks a lot like an exponent. Multiply both sides by 5. Multiplication is commutative, doesn't matter what side you're on. So you have 5 radical 3 of x plus 9. 5 and the 5 cancel, and you're left with y plus 6. Okay. The opposite of plus 6 is minus 6, minus 6. And so now you have 5 cube root of x plus 9, and you have that minus 6 floating there at the end, and all that's equal to y. They like it where it's as f inverse at that step when you're done. Okay, so here's our final answer. All right, let's see which answer that is. 5. So minus 6 at the end, minus 6 at the end. So it could be this one This one has to be one of those two. And then 5 times radical 3, x plus 9. 5 times radical. So this one has the radical going over the x plus 9. So it's that one right there. Sorry, it's a little bit kind of clouded, but everything matches exactly as I have it written it right here. Okay. Just going through the steps. Switch the letters, change f of x to y, switch the letters, there it is, solve for y, move everything out, done all those steps, and that looks good.